Because look what happened to weed. I mean, what is it now?
They're already
First of all,
putting chocolate over the mushrooms.
Well, you look at those weed stores. It looks toxic. It just looks like a store of chemicals. It doesn't look. It used to just be in a little sandwich bag, and hopefully it was green. It was usually brown with seeds and stems and shit. But it was just it was weed. That's all it was, and it was just like, you could smoke a lot of it and get
now they have edibles. They have cream. They have
I love the
Dude,
edibles.
they have shit like I would only take like 2 hits and see what happens. That happened to me.
Take like 2 hits, see what happens.
Dude, that happened with me on Thanksgiving. We had some friends over,
Mm-hmm.
and I missed the red flag because I was like, having a good time. Like, I went to go give one of the women that came over, I went to go give her a gummy. She goes, nah, it's all right. I go, no, it's only 10 milligrams. And she's going like, I mean, if it's not 100, it's not going to do anything for me. And I should have clicked on that, and I didn't. And then like 20 minutes later, I was smoking a joint with her and her brother, and then like I just was not at Thanksgiving. Dude, it was like for like 3 hours.
You still trust giving women drugs in 2025?
Oh man,
I would never. I wouldn't even.
Well, I wasn't trying to bang her. We just like there was a bunch of people there. We were gonna eat. Yeah, no, I just everybody was breaking out what they had. It was just like you want. Where the hell did your mind go? We went to Thanksgiving dinner. It's about wielding the casting couch.
I wanted to ask you something.
If you want the best cut of the turkey, there's ways that this can happen. Why don't you eat this? Can we just examine that? Like, you still trust giving a woman drugs? It was a fucking edible.
2025, man.
Jesus Christ.
We've heard too many stories. 5 years later, I was at Bill Burr's house, and he gave me some drugs. And it was just, wait a minute.
You came over for Thanksgiving.
Yes, I can hear you trying to explain it.
And they're going to use
I'm
this
just telling you how it would sound on Twitter. Or whatever's going to be existing 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Is figuring yourself out good for entertainment? Meaning like when you are
100%.
Okay.
One of the biggest fucking myths as a comedian is if you get happy, you're not going to be funny anymore. It breathes all new life into you, and it also you can re-examine all of these topics that you've talked coming from a different perspective, being happy, and then also you can maybe do stand-up for the crowd instead of yourself because now you're happy. It's like, hey, let me make them happy for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like, makes you more empathetic. You can relate to people, understand maybe like, even if you haven't gone through what they've gone through, you understand that they're going through something. So if they do yell at you, rather than taking it personal, you can come at them from a different angle, which is my favorite thing to do, is to just not take it personally and try to figure out where it came from and get them to laugh about themselves, to realize that what they yelled at me had nothing to do with me. It had to do with what happened to them on Tuesday or I don't know, or when, I don't know, years ago or something like that. So
when you look at your old stuff, do you feel like you was just projecting? Like you was just projecting your anger or whatever it was?
I mean, I was I don't know I don't watch my old stuff, but if I was to watch it, it wouldn't make me cringe or anything. I would just sort of look at it more like, that's where I was. A lot of the stuff that I said about women had really nothing to do with women. It had to do with the fact that I wanted to be married and wanted to have kids. I didn't know how to do it. I was too walled off. So that's like a really heavy thing to try to figure out in your 20s. So what you do is, rather than, whatever. I didn't have the maturity to do that. So what I did was I lashed out at what I wanted instead and blamed them, because that's way easier than trying to figure out yourself, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would probably cringe at some of the shit that I said.
Because I've heard comedians say, like,
funny,
because, I'm a big proponent of therapy, but I've heard a lot of comedians say, I'll never go to therapy because, I need this trauma. Like, do you?
Yeah. Well,
what gets you here won't take you there.
That's just where they are. That's just where they are. I hope they get to because it's just like, all right, so you want to be upset your whole life? You get one life. I don't believe in reincarnation. You get one life. It's like you could be happy. You could make other people happy. You could help them out. You could do that. Or you could just go around, taking out your childhood on other people, which is what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
So
do you think about dying? Because you just said reincarnation.
Yeah, but not in a bad way. I don't believe in an angry God, and I don't believe that he's going to judge me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you made me.
Yeah.
Did I fuck up? Well, that's your mistake.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I always equate it. If I built a car and it doesn't start up, I mean, am I going to get mad at the engine?
Yeah, but if you tell them put this type of gas in it and somebody put something else in it and it fucks up, it's not the builder's fault.
What?
Never mind.
So if you got to take 93
No.
Wait.
If you're building a car, you're telling somebody do it this way, and you decide to fuck the car up and put
Okay, so
oil in it
that's
and
the
put
devil
wrong gas in
analogy.
it.
Is that the devil analogy?
No, I'm just talking.
Because like my thing is,
just talking.
you just went reverse Henry Hill. I'm just listening. I'm just talking. I'm just want to hear the sound of my voice. It's soothing to me. It's soothing to me to present ideas.
I do understand what you're saying, though, because I think about that often.
I don't believe in that devil shit.
Yeah.
It's like, that's God's creation. You created that. Handle that.
And there's a lot of things here that cause us to make poor choices.
God
that
makes
God created.
sociopaths.
Yeah.
He makes horrible people. Also, but for some reason with religion, that's not God's responsibility. And then these horrible people do horrible shit to kids and stuff, and it messes them up. And then they got to go out in the world, and then they start, being toxic or whatever. It's I don't. I believe in God, but I don't necessarily believe in a loving God.
Explain that.
Well, then why would he make all these horrible people?
People will say
You
the
have
devil got a
issues with-
kingdom and it's the
what's
devil's work.
What's your religious background? Like, are you spiritual or are you like religious? The difference is like how you practice. So, like, are you in church often? Or you just have your own faith journey with whoever you praise?
I don't do any of that.
Okay. I can hear that.
I just try to be a good guy. and I don't know. I don't understand, like, even if you look at the animal world, okay? Like, he created all the animals too. The fact that, like, there's just animals out there that their whole purpose is to be food, to be eaten alive, like fucking rabbits. It's just like the patheticness of being a rabbit.
But that means God was thinking about us.
Huh?
That means God was thinking about us. Are his other creatures that need to eat.
Explain bears. Just like, why would you make something like that and they have an inability to kill something without starting to eat it first? Like, what I like about lions and tigers and shit is they have the decency to kill you before they start eating you. Whereas, like, a fucking bear just pounces on you and just starts like fucking ripping meat out of your back like Leonardo DiCaprio.
But that's only if you're in their environment. Like,
I know, but deer are. Why did deer have to go through that death? Why can't it just fucking kill the thing?
Because deer are those animals' food. Like, when you ask me to explain